Hello guys, it's Dr. Lior Bar-El. So today we're going to talk about what I like and what I dislike about this. Now if you guys didn't see the unboxing, be sure to look at the description below. I'm going to leave a link over there along with a bunch of other things that I did unboxings and reviews about. Also stay tuned for the next episode, which I'm going to be doing an in-field test about this thing. Okay, so first thing is first, okay? We're going to talk about this camera, okay? The Samsung Gear 360, what I like about it. Well, first off, I use the 360 Fly, the LG 360, the Kodak Pix Pro, I'm reading it right off, every single one I used. The Nikon Mission 360, which is waterproof. I used, you know, pretty much even this one that was a generic brand that had one lens on top and, you know, all of that goodness and all that stuff. So I'm just going to remove this right now, and I'm going to tell you guys what I like about this thing. Okay, first off, the thing that separates this is actually the best camera for the price. Now, I also use the GoPro. The GoPro is amazing because it has 4K on each camera instead of 4K divided all into the 360 realm. It has 4K cameras all together. The problem with that was the stitching wasn't exactly that great. This thing is almost completely flawless. You don't even see this, you know, it's almost like a seamless thing because it's 180 vertical and horizontal lenses on each side, giving you that perfect 160. So, you know, unlike the ones that were generic or the, what is that, which one was that, 360 Fly, that had one lens going up, which doesn't see anything that's in the bottom. I didn't like that at all. You could see there's a lot of problems with that. This thing gives you 360 view, and for the price, it is freaking amazing, okay? I really like it. I like also the fact that it has an LED readout that you guys could control and, you know, use even without the phone or whatever, but you know, obviously you're missing a lot without the phone, you know, to see what you're filming and all of that stuff. Now, the thing I really like about it is the battery lasts a very long time, and it is smaller than a baseball, this thing, right? And it's so amazing. Like, here's the battery, here's the you know, the 128 I put in their memory, here's the USB, and it just, everything is so seamlessly done. It's like a mad ball, less, you know, less big, you know, smaller in size than a baseball, which is just so freaking amazing. I mean, it's just insane. Now, the other thing I like about it is it's that it has you know, a thread right here that you could put on a tripod. You could put it on a drone, which is freaking amazing. Can you imagine this baby on a drone, which I'm probably going to do in another video. This is really cool that you have that kind of ability, that you can mount it also on bikes, on all kinds of things. And that's really what I like. The batteries are also cheap. You can find generic ones that last just about as long, and in fact sometimes even better, depends on you know, the amount that you get, you know, on how powerful it is. It has two buttons over here, which I really, you know, it's really simple. It's a very simple camera to use. With the GoPro, it's really hard. You have to do everything yourself. I mean, you could also use this on Premiere, on, you know, any type of Adobe software that you know, utilizes any type of 360 stuff. I just really like the easiness of using something like this. Now, the things I don't like about it, obviously. Okay, now if you see, there is, right here between the lens and the glass that protects the lens, there is, you know, some space. So I would say about maybe like less than a ½ inch on each side, which is cool. The thing is, there's no replacements for this. I mean, even though this thing comes out and you could take out the glass, there's no actual replacement by Samsung as of yet. Another thing I don't like, it's the fact that you need to have a Samsung phone. Now, I always have a Samsung phone. I love, you know, when I moved from the iPhone 5, and that was the final thing, my final straw with it. And, you know, due to lack of innovation, I got the Note series and all of that. And now I got the S7 waiting on the Note 8 because the Note 7, oh, well, you know, the conspiracy behind that. But, you're dependent on the Samsung's, you know, devices. Now, I don't like being closed up into it. Yes, there are hacks that you can find your way around it using an iPhone and all of that stuff. The thing is, that takes away the easiness from that when you start hacking and, you know, putting in other type of mods and stuff like that in there. But for easiness, you're going to need a Samsung phone. So that's one of the things that I didn't like about it. The other thing that I don't, well, I was talking about how you can't replace lenses. The other thing I don't like is the fact that there's no lens caps. I mean, these things, and all of them are like that. I mean, in any one of them except the GoPros where you could close it. But in any one of these, there's no lens cap or anything like that, which I wish they did have. So you know, I could feel easy about it, throwing it in my bag. I mean, I keep it all on in here. I mean, I'm probably going to get a case for it. Stay tuned for that whenever I get one. I don't know if I really want one right now. I leave it in this and just screw it in, and that's it, and take it with me. It's such a drag that it has to be this way, but I kind of understand, because you're getting that 180 on each side, and then you're, vertical and horizontal, and you get that 360, so I get where that's coming from. But that's really the only gripes I really have with it. Another thing is that you guys got to know that everything in a distance is going to come out close. If you want to do it close, make sure that it's in the sides of, if you're, let's say you want to be about this close, make sure it's on the side of the camera. Because if it's on the front of the camera, you're going to come out like fisheye, like your eyes are like right into it. You don't want to do that. Okay, so yeah, it's going to look much more higher resolution when you're in a distance. This is 4K now, but the thing is UHD really. You can up-res to 4K really easy. But the thing is, it is technically 4K. The thing is, it's all 360, so you're really getting like 720, stuff from it. It shoots great photos. It shoots great video. The video, 720, it comes out clear. Clearer more than the ones that, here, let me get that one here for you guys. Than the one that I use with some of the stuff that came out for the Gear, the VR, Samsung VR 2016 version. So a lot of the stuff there, I find that it's like low resolution. With this, you could actually film better resolution. It's really clear. It's just really amazing. It's crystal clear. But you need to know how to light things up. You need to know how you're doing your shots. Like, for example, if you're close, make sure it's the sides. If you want to do something from far, make sure you're pointing at the talent with the lens itself. With you, like, let's say if I want to film somebody, okay, but I want to keep myself in frame too, I would be about this far away from me and far away from him, about that size too. Okay, so I would say about 2 feet to 3 feet away. It would be great to, I would say like maybe 2 feet, right? Yeah, about 2 feet away, I would say, maybe less than 2 feet, 3 feet, something like that. 2 to 3 feet away from the subject and from yourself, and you're going to get crisp, clear shots. Really high resolution, really awesome. I really, really recommend this. This is the best for the money, and I got it for like $250 on eBay. So I got it, and it was, I don't buy used electronics, but this thing was open box, and it was perfect. There's no problem with it at all. No scratch. Everything was in like brand new condition. So it's really cool. I highly recommend that everybody gets this. It's really just something really awesome. The thing I like about it is, I mean, I know it doesn't let you have that bereavement period, but I know a friend of mine who lost someone, filmed actually with a 360 camera, not this one. But what happened was, she got to relive seeing that person in virtual reality, like you're right there seeing that person again and again. Yes, sure, kind of sucks in terms of dealing, but if you're, let's say, 20 years later, 10 years later, it would be so cool to know you had that. Like, how cool would it be? Like, I would want to film my wedding on this thing. Like, I'd shoot it on a regular video camera and on this, and then, like, when I'm like 60, 80, 90, even 90 years old, I'll be old and gray looking back in virtual reality and seeing myself in that time, like looking at myself. Like, you could even do like little shout outs to yourself, coming close to, near the camera and saying, hey, how you doing? And you could look down, up, left, right. It's just so cool to relive that. It's like something out of like these science fiction movies. It's just so damn cool and so useful. And that's really what I like about it. Another thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's not waterproof. This thing would be sick underwater, especially if you take it on scuba dives and stuff and look at sharks and all that stuff and all that beautiness. They did say they were going to come out with an enclosure. This is right now November 26, 2016. If they ever do, just remember this date, so don't go writing, oh, they do have it. This is from November 26. I haven't seen a water enclosure as of yet. Sure, there's ways you can do your own, like I'm probably going to do, but I would want something that's, this is splash resistant. The Kodak one, was waterproof, all that. Not Kodak, the Nikon. Now, the thing is with the Nikon, they had problems with the seams. I didn't like it that much. It wasn't that clear in resolution. The other one was the 360 Fly cam. I didn't like it either. I thought that one really suffered in resolution. Also, you can't look down unless I'm doing something wrong, but that's why I returned that. I mean, I bought so many to try to get the best for the money. The Kodak one, the Pix Pro was a good one. It is on the $800, $700, $800. It was a good one, but again, I just didn't like the seam. There were seams in it, and this thing is a perfect 360, and I don't know, the picture comes out just better. Now, in terms of how the true to color is, Kodak obviously rules in that. I would say Kodak and Nikon has the true to color version, but you could color correct, you know, on your software and make it look good. This one's more like, I would say, a flat color, which is what you want anyway when you're doing, you know, professional work. Now, a lot of people think these are prosumer things. I am denying that right now. I'm telling you, you could use this professionally. Again, you need to know how to light things. You need to know how to do this. Like I said, they have VR content right now that is less resolution than this, so, and they're using it professionally. This is a professional cam. Now, a good thing is you could also use the one I did a review about. I'll put that in the description also. The battery that you could get an extender for your phone. You could also put that in here and just, you know, put that on one of those, you know, gimbals, 3-axis gimbals, and you're going to have the best thing that'll last you even longer, the battery life. And you'll be able to film continuous for, like, weddings and all kinds of stuff like that. I just really, really love this thing. The thing that I mean, it looks really sturdy and rugged. I'm just scared. Like, if you drop this thing and you crack this glass, there's no coming back. I mean, that's the shitty part. Like, I wish Samsung would release replacement glass, and then you could always, you just feel kind of comfortable. If it breaks, I don't have to put it away and then never touch it again, you know, because you want protection on the actual original iris here. So, you know, that's what I hope Samsung would actually release, or some third party would release and all that, and it would come out really, really great. The thing is, it connects really fast also to your phone using Bluetooth. So I really like that. Sorry, using Wi-Fi, which I really like. But again, it takes time, so you got to plan out your shots with this, you know what I mean? You really got to plan out. Also, I'm going to be doing something with this, not right now, anytime soon, but something that hasn't been done ever. So stay tuned for that video. Definitely subscribe, so when it does happen, you guys are going to be completely wowed. It's going to be a wow factor, there's no doubt about that in my mind, but it's going to be so damn cool because I'm going to be the first one that actually does this. So I am going to be trying this out. Also on the drone, I'm possibly going to put this up on a drone and see how well it carries. Again, I am really nervous. I don't want to put it on a drone until I get replacement lenses, you know, that they come out with that, or third party comes out with that, because I am going to be scared when this thing goes up and the wind and all kinds of stuff. When I sent, you know, drones up above the air, a lot of the times things happen wrong, obviously, you know, and that's the thing that I'm actually terrified about. So I am going to wait till the lenses are, you know, replaceable, so then I could feel comfortable doing that. But anyways, guys, $250 for this thing. It's so cheap. It's small. It fits in every, you know, and in your pocket. You know, as long as you put it in the pouch, you should be fine. Just without keys, obviously. And you should be really fine. And I really like the fact that it has the LED in here that tells you all of the stuff. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, let me just turn it on here. See, it turns blue. So I hate that. The notes, the S7 camera of the front face camera, it's really hard to see anything. So I mean, you see it here, so you guys can move it along, like touch the menu, it goes to photo. I don't know if you guys can see it. Then you touch it, it goes to time lapse, it goes to video looping, it goes, you know, to video. So you could control pretty much everything, then just hit the record button here. But I'm just saying, this is just so damn cool. You could also shoot 4K from one camera only, or pictures even from one camera, or do photos on both cameras or video on both cameras. The photos look amazing, especially when you send it to somebody when you wanted, let's say, show them a picture like for real estate. I'm not going to do a video, obviously. There's no point of doing a video. So instead, you know, less room, less space it'll take on your memory card. You could just do random pictures of different places that you're in, because it's still life. So you could see, even for location scouting when I do my movies, it'll be so cool to have a 360 view where I could plan, this is where we're standing, this is where you are, this is where you are. It's just so good to have a 360 view of what's going on. I think for even storyboarding on, you know, virtual storyboarding, which I'm going to be doing too. So I mean, which I don't think anybody does, but you know, that's what I'm doing. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, dislike, and definitely subscribe, because I want this channel to grow. But also, most important, I'm going to be coming out with all these crazy videos using this, like I did with the Osmo and other stuff, and you know, all the other things. Be sure to look at the description below. Look at my channel. I review tons of stuff, so you guys don't have to waste money. Some of them were crap, some of them were really good, some of them were outstanding, like this thing right here. I'm giving it, definitely, even though I have gripes, certain issues with it, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, only because it doesn't have a replacement glasses of yet. But in terms of functionability, if that's even a word, I would give this a 10 out of 10. Completely 10 out of 10. There is no bad thing about this. I really, really love this. This is one of, from all the cameras I returned from the 360 camera world, I returned them all and actually used this. I use the GoPros. I really like what it does. The thing is, it has so many issues with seams that maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I had even pros that were doing it, and they told me that they can't even, you know, they can't, you can't, you know, do it that way. It's just hard to do. So you gotta make sure you don't have somebody spinning around in a circle around the camera, because if you do that, they will know seams. I don't like that. I like having the ability and freedom to say 360 right here, nothing, no problem, basically seamless. I didn't see any seams in my videos, but I'm sure they're there. But it's so cool to have that ability, and the fact that it shoots flat, because that's what I got, flat. I really like the fact that I could color correct, you know, using my favorite software. So I mean, that's really what it is. So I mean, definitely I recommend everybody gets this, especially from eBay. I'll put the, you know, the links in the description below where you can get open box merchandise, which is practically exactly new. They're completely not a scratch on anything. Even this was all packed up like brand new. So I'll definitely put a link in the description. I hope that doesn't expire, but definitely check my channel. Like, subscribe, dislike. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.